What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We're going to talk about T'Challa and Ravagers on War offense. This is a much better War team than I was expecting. When we were told they were going to beat the likes of like Black Order and Mercenaries, you're kind of expecting like a mid-tier, up above them a little bit. This team beats everything except for your meta teams like Infinity Watch, Heroes for Hire, and Weapon X. Ravagers are going to be able to defeat them on offense, and it's due to this guy. We're going to talk about that. We're going to break down, I think, like 10 fights that I've got footage of for you guys. So you guys do enjoy this video, you do find it helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Going to be doing a lot of play testing between your Ravagers, Star-Lord, T'Challa, and the tech nodes. Also be talking about Web Warriors and War and the raids. Be capturing a lot of footage of that. So there's going to be a lot of content for a while talking about all these new teams coming in this new patch. But yeah, I mean, this character, T'Challa, he is a relatively fast character, 125 speed, and he also gets to use his special on that first turn, which is very, very important because if he lands blind with this, he steals 2 ability energy from the target. That kind of opens up a lot of counters that you weren't really thinking of before, because him being able to steal that ability energy, like for instance, Secret Avengers, because I'm able to steal ability energy from Sam because Captain Sam is slower at 120 speed, well then that completely opens the way for you to destroy Secret Avengers. New Warriors, as long as you don't have meta characters like Eternals or Doom on there, it's not too bad. Also, I should mention that this attack is unavoidable, so if you have high dodge characters like, say, Cloak, this is going to hit him and steal 2 ability energy from him, meaning he won't get that ultimate that first turn. You don't have to worry about all those debuffs like Blind, Disrupt, Heal Block, all those nasty debuffs that Cloak can throw out that first turn. It's not a problem. So you end up getting this team that, and this is just what I was testing at the time. You have Phoenix, Doom, Minerva, Red Guardian, and what you get is a team that does a ton of damage. And I said in my stat preview video, I expect this to be a glass cannon kind of team. A ton of damage, not high on the health and durability. And honestly, they're more durable than I thought they would be. Now, when they go against teams that just do stupid amounts of damage, like Heroes for Hire or Weapon X, they fall apart pretty easily. But you're talking about a team that gets defense up for 2 turns at the start of the fight. They get a 50% health bonus in War. So Ravager Stitcher, without the War bonuses, has the 20th best health, which is equal to Silver Surfer. He then gets a 50% boost on top of that. He gets some incredible damage. And also, incredible health. And also, these Ravager Boomers, there's 2 Ravager Boomers here summoned from Yondu, and they do stupid amounts of damage as well. Like, it's kind of crazy. Star-Lord T'Challa is gaining 30% speed bar every time an enemy that's not summoned is defeated. So we're just kind of picking on characters here. We're going to finish off 2 here with the ultimate from Yondu. And, yeah, look at that. So in case you just didn't see that, that was a 168k assist from Ravager Boomer right there. So, yeah, these boomers deal stupid amounts of damage. I think they're like, in terms, I think if I have to go back and look at my stat table, I think they're top 30 in terms of damage, or somewhere up there in terms of damage. And the passives that allow them to always assist on non-minion Ravager abilities, yeah, you've got 2 of them. You've got Yondu over there. So a lot of stuff we're going to be breaking down. We've got several more videos to break down. This is just a taste of what to expect here. That ability energy stolen from Doom actually didn't even matter here, because boom, he's dead. So yeah, like it's one of those things where it doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, we stole ability energy from Doom. We also just proceeded to murder him in the next week. So yeah, this team has a lot of damage, and nothing says that better than Ravager Stitcher doing a 280k hit, non-crit, on his basic on a Phoenix. Poor Phoenix. Phoenix doesn't even, like, look at that. She doesn't even know what hit her. So yeah, let's go ahead and break down the rest of this footage, and yeah, let's just talk about how crazy this damage is, or crazy this team is on War offense. So we're actually going to start off with a team that doesn't work as well here. Asgardian Mercs against this team. One drawback with your Ravagers, and this is going to show like the weakness, is if they're outsped, like if you find characters that are faster than T'Challa, well then things get dicey, and nothing demonstrates it better than Asgardian Mercs, because that whole team goes before T'Challa gets a chance. Between the defense down, the blind, the taunt, everything, like this team falls apart pretty quickly. So this is the kind of team you want to avoid. And this is why I'm starting off here to show you guys what you don't want to fight on offense with Ravagers. Against Mercs and against Asgardians, no problem. But the combination of the two together and Hela spreading debuffs and everything, the forced taunt with Taskmaster, yeah, it's no bueno. Yeah, so like at this point, I didn't even really bother because we lost Yondu, and Yondu's not able to steal all those buffs. So yeah, this was no good. Like, you're gonna lose someone at the start, and if you lose Yondu or T'Challa, it's pretty much over. And yeah, this is just showing it. Like, yeah, this is. I'm trying, but there's not really much I can do. Then we get the, then we get the forced stealth with Loki and the minions. Yeah, it's really over at this point. This is what I want to show off, just to show like the big weakness with Ravagers is that if they're drastically outsped and you don't get a couple good hits in early, well, you've got a problem. And also, this is a big problem with Ravagers in general because they have some of the they have rather slow characters. Like T'Challa's 125. The rest of these characters are like 110, 111, 112. They're generally slow compared to the new meta. So that's why T'Challa getting his ability, his blind out with that ability energy does open the way for some fights. But that's why it's very important that T'Challa has such a high speed, high damage, high health. Yeah, he's an important character there. So yeah, this is just a show. Yeah, not going to work against a team like Asgardian Mercs. So, just so you know, this is what you really want to avoid with them. And now that we've got the bad stuff out of the way, let's talk Secret Avengers. Secret Avengers with Nick Fury and Kestrel over here. So, the one thing with this that makes it a little bit dicey is depending on who Kestrel hits. However, because you guys have so much health and armor because of Ravager Boomer and T'Challa's passives, Kestrel doesn't deal as much damage as you'd think. Like, she is going to put defense down on someone, but it's not the end of the world. Also, she's going to block the summons from Yondu. Again, not a big deal. So she hits Stitcher there. Doesn't drop him as low on health as I thought she would. So, yeah, he's still, like, remember, he's one of your highest health characters, but still, only doing about 60% of his max health damage there. That's not bad. So now Star-Lord T'Challa goes. And you know what we're going to do. We're going to put blind, steal that ability energy, boom. So now you have this problem where Sam's not going to get that ultimate, which now means no speed bar gain on these characters. Again, this is the big thing. If they outspeed your Ravagers, you have a problem. So you need to make sure Sam gets the blind and gets that ability energy stolen. No problem here. Now we start reducing speed bar. And we're going to start reducing speed bar on Sharon. She's got a defense down, which is very helpful. Also, I should mention, defense down gets placed on everybody because T'Challa used his special. Because if Yondu's present, defense down gets on the entire enemy team. No problem here. Yondu then just steals everything because that's what Yondu does. He's got a whole lot of offense up, stealth, speed up, regeneration. We're going to hit Sam here. Or sorry, we're going to try to go for Sharon. We want to get rid of Sharon because we don't want her using her ultimate here. That could get kind of messy. But we don't get it in time. I was hoping that we would get some assists. And what I should have done was use the special from, or the basic from Ravager Stitcher to try and kill Sharon Carter. No such luck. But, you know, Sharon uses her ultimate on Stitcher, or on Ravager, or Bruiser. Can't remember these guys' names. And it doesn't do anything, because Yondu's next to him in stealth. So she hits Bruiser with the taunt, because he has the taunt, but it doesn't chain anywhere. Now T'Challa's back up. We are going to finish off Kestrel. Boom. Now, if you didn't see how much damage that did, that was his ultimate. He copies all buffs from adjacent allies. So he stole immunity, defense up, offense. Didn't steal regeneration. He won't steal regenerations. We saw his other stuff. Hits Kestrel. And that was with his ultimate there. Now, you would get 2 more hits in this. The assist from Ravager Boomer, and then the double tap with T'Challa because I have Striker on him. But there, that defense down plus that ultimate, yeah, that's pretty good. You can see there he uses that ultimate, and you can see he gains immunity. You can see the immunity in there. Boom. Finishes off Kestrel. Sam's still not able to do anything because he's, oh my gosh. Did you see that? Ah, crap. No, bad. Technical difficulties. Oh, come on. There it is, right there. 258k damage with that basic from Boomer. Defense down on Nick Fury. But does some pretty solid damage there. And now we open the way for Yondu's ultimate. This is going to pretty much kill everything here except Maria. Because he stole Death Proof. He stole Death Proof. He stole like all those buffs from everybody. And his ultimate's just going around. This is feels like just out of the MCU where he whistles and everything around him dies. This is exactly what happens here with the ultimate. Hits everything for 180k. Doesn't finish off Sam, but we're going to finish off Sam here in a minute. There we go. And boom. Done. So, yeah. Steal that ability energy from Sam. Use the ultimate from Star-Lord to finish off Kestrel. And it's a walk in the park. This is, when I saw this was like, okay, maybe we're really onto something here. So, yeah, Secret Avengers, like, be able to defeat Secret Avengers with Kestrel of all characters. You'd think Kestrel would be able to be a good counter to your Ravagers. Apparently not. Like, who knew? But yeah, here's Mercs. This is the one we were talking about, Mercs, with Killmonger and Shuri on the team. Much more like what you were expecting with this team. And yeah, this is what we were shown in the Envoy footage, this and Black Order. And we're going to get to Black Order here in a minute. That Black Order fight, I think you can punch way up against Black Order with this team. And I'll talk about that. But yes, I got to stop doing that right mouse clicks button. Sorry. All right, so you see we got blind on T'Challa. Now, we can use his special here if you want to. It misses. I shouldn't have used the ultimate there. I don't know why I used the ultimate. That was a bad idea. There we go. Start removing speed bar. Yondu steals everything. Summons more minions. Now we're going to start stealing health with your with Ravager Stitcher. Also, the basic from Bruiser, not only does it put taunt on him, it can also put defense down and disrupted on enemy protectors. So that's very big for Riot Guard. We only got defense down. We didn't get disrupted, so he's still going to gain stacks of deflect. Not a big deal, because at this point, now we want to focus on Taskmaster. So we're going to steal some health from, again, we're going for a Riot Guard here. I don't know why I decided to go for Riot Guard, but now, special on Boomer, remove speed bar from these characters. Finish off Riot Guard. And now, Taskmaster's wide open here. Use the special, didn't actually put blind, which was not good. Like, he resisted that blind, he blocked it. So we didn't steal ability energy, but boy, did we do some damage to Taskmaster on that hit. So, starts out with a little bit of damage there. Not bad. Then we get defense down on him. Then both Ravager Boomers assist and just about delete Taskmaster. This was a time about, like, the Ravager Boomers, and this is where that passive T4 on Yondu could be very helpful, because that guarantees that the minion summon is also going to always assist on non-minion Ravager allies. Look at that. Almost finished off. Boom. There you go. Your double tap. From Star-Lord to T'Challa, Taskmaster's gone. And that basic hit for like 180k. Now, also, T'Challa has one of the highest damage stats in the game. I believe he's actually tied or above Phyla-Vell, which makes him like #1 or tied for first place in terms of damage. We thought he was going to be a little bit lower based on the calculations we were doing. Turns out he's going to be quite a bit higher. There you go. Did like 320k on the double tap with his basic, and boom, all done. So yeah, like this is kind of crazy. Just there you go. Easy win against Mercs. Probably another team you're going to be able to punch up way up against with your Ravager offense team. And I mean, no war test is done without trying out your Marauders. Now, there's no Sabretooth here. Tana's got Minerva on defense instead. This is one you usually see a bit if you don't have Weapon X. If you don't have Weapon X, you're gonna leave Sabretooth here. But yeah, this is the team we're gonna be going up against. We're gonna get Taunt on Strife, which means we have to focus on Strife. But that's not too bad, because now I can just use T'Challa with his ultimate and do some solid damage to Strife in the process. Yondu's gonna steal everything. Got some mind control going on here. There we go. So now we actually did the blind. We did the blind and ability energy steal here because we don't want the ability block from Strife. Usually you want to go for some of these other characters, but you can't because you're stuck behind Strife and his taunt. So if you can get rid of that ability energy from him, prevent him from using his ability block on that next turn, that's not bad. Then Ravager Boomer. That was probably poor positioning of Mr. Sinister as well, because he's right next to Strife, which means he's getting turn meter removal from the Ravager Boomer specials. There we go, disrupt and defense down on Strife. So now we can go after this guy, Mr. Sinister, stealing quite a bit of health. And honestly, what I should be doing is just using the basic. The basic does more damage, I guess, but that's not what I'm doing here. Finish off Mr. Sinister. Boom, no problem. Yondu steals everything. Double tap from the Ravager Boomers. This is what I'm talking about. Like the two Ravager Boomers assisting plus the Striker bonus attack from Yondu or T'Challa just delete someone. Because everybody here has offense up. Because on spawn, Boomer gives everybody on the team offense up for 2 turns as part of his passive. So if you have Yondu summoning him, then that's more regeneration, more offense up on your team. You've got 2 Boomers who are just assisting and just deleting everybody. I mean, look at that. 208k on that crit. And that, I believe, was from the minion. Let me see this. Yeah, assist from the non-minion Boomer, and then assist from the minion Boomer. And that was 101k from the minion Boomer. So, or from the summon Boomer. So not bad. Not bad. That's really good damage for a minion summon. That's, yeah. So now we're down to Strife, Mystique, and Emma. No problem at this point. Finish off Strife. More speed bar for T'Challa. Work on Emma. Getting some pretty good damage in on her, even in that charged state. Almost kill her there. So I almost got her. But now, no more charge on her. She's dead. Boom. Done. Now we just have Mystique left. And that should do it. So, yeah, like, there you go. Just stupid amounts of damage coming from these Ravagers. And this is what I'm talking about. They're very much a glass cannon team. Lots of damage. But if they get picked on, if they take a sustained amount of damage, they fall apart pretty quickly. And Black Order, this is one that, this is the big, like, promised one we were shown. And, yeah, we actually do this a lot better than the embargo footage that we were given. They messed things up quite a bit. And I did a completely different strategy on this and walked right over this fight. In fact, I don't think Thanos, I don't think I even let Thanos get off his ultimate on this one. So we're going to be stuck behind a taunt here on Cold Obsidian at the start. That's no big deal because we have Ravager Bruiser who's going to be able to put defense down and disrupted on him. Not going to be a big deal. Everything gets flipped on us. Not an issue. Blind. So now Cole's not going to be able to do his taunt. We're gonna get through him here in a second. That blind on Cole is actually very, very important because Ebony Maw is sitting right here. So anything that we hit to him, like especially those like the specials from Boomers, not a big issue. There we go, clears taunt. So now we go after Thanos, and that's exactly what we're doing. Now also you're noticing the health steal from Ravager Stitcher is triggering the passive on Cold Obsidian. That's why that blind's very, very important. Because now he's not hitting anybody with this. Moving speed bar. Working our way through. I don't know why I went back over there to Cold Obsidian for that one. But now, there you go. Steals everything. Thanos is pretty low on health. We're going to pick on Ebony Maw here. Finish off Ebony Maw. So we just killed Thanos and Ebony Maw. So now this fight's pretty much over. That blind on Cold Obsidian is pretty big because now he can't hit anybody with his passive. You clear that taunt off with Bruiser or mixture of your Boomers and their Skirmisher ISO. Or actually, just the one. Your minion doesn't have Skirmisher on him. But there you go. Now they're stuck behind your Ravager Bruiser, who's got immunity on him, so taunts aren't, or so stun from Proxima's not going to do anything. And there you go. That's going to finish off Cold Obsidian, and now you just have Corvus left. So yeah, this team destroys Black Order. You can do some, I think you're going to be able to do some pretty significant punch-ups against Black Order with this team. Should not be a problem. Just got to make sure that you have T'Challa here, that ability energy stolen, and the blind on Cold Obsidian is just so important. And he kills Thanos before he gets his ultimate off. I mean, it's a win-win. Now here's another one. Black Bolt, Coulson, and Silver Surfer. This one I saw when Tana put this on defense, I was like, oh man, I don't know if this is going to work. And it works. It works quite well, actually. The only thing you have to watch out for is who gets ability blocked on Surfer. If you get ability blocked on T'Challa, well, things get way more difficult, and it's not going to be a problem. Ability block on Yondu, you don't get a summon that first turn, but you still got, that still means your T'Challa's open to hit someone with his blind and steal ability energy. So we got lucky here. Ability block on Boomer, of all people. But it's really not going to matter because you're going to start taking out some of these characters, filling up that speed bar on T'Challa, and you're just going to start taking someone out. I'm figuring out who I want to steal ability energy from here. I can't steal from Coulson because Coulson has immunity, and I have to place blind if I want to steal that ability energy. So we're not going to put blind on Coulson here, so I can't steal from him. I decided to steal from Black Bolt here because it's going to be a while before he can get off his special and his ultimate. And also does some solid damage to Black Bolt at the same time. Almost lost T'Challa there. And that could have been really bad. Like if Black Bolt and Surfer had both hit T'Challa, I could have lost him there. Oops. Actually, I did get both hit him. Both Black Bolt and T'Challa and Silver Surfer hit T'Challa, and he still walked away. So actually, you know what? That's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. There you go. Only drops him to about 30 to 40% health. He's still fine. But you don't want people going into red because that's going to really hurt with Black Bolt there. Until you get rid of him at least. But you may have already noticed. Also, we just landed a debuff on Surfer. With that defense up on him. Because we have so much offense and focus on this team. That's not a problem. Summon. Now, that is going to trigger the stuff with Black Bolt, but because Yondu stole Evade from Yo-Yo, that disrupt with the summons from Black Bolt doesn't do anything. He dodges it. So you don't have to worry about losing your effects there. Also, that basic, remember, Yo-Yo is a protector, so that basic on Bruiser can put defense down and disrupt on her, prevent her from getting more evades, if that's your kind of thing. There we go. Starting to steal some health from Surfer there. Double assist, boom. Surfer's gone. Like, there's so much damage with that ultimate. The ultimate, the 2 hits. This is why I don't like using that ultimate that first turn, because you get that ultimate that second turn. You get 2 assists from boomers, and you do so much damage. So now, focus on Coulson. We don't want him getting off his special because that is going to steal all the positive effects from us. There we go. Working on some of these other characters. We're going to work on Crystal next. And then worry about Yo-Yo last. Yo-Yo is just annoying, so I just leave her for last. It's not a big deal if you take her first before taking Crystal. But there you go. Defense down and Disruptor from the basic on Bruiser. That's what I was talking about. Because she's an enemy protector. And Bruiser really counters enemy protectors. There you go. And it's kind of hard to see the damage there at the end, just for laughs. Oops. Make sure I'm hitting the right button. Oh, it's so... There you go. There's one hit here. Hard to see it. There, 177k crit on that. So yeah, these characters are doing some solid damage. And to wrap things up here, just because we had to test it, just see what happens. Avert your eyes, kids, because this is not pretty. And I don't think I really need to say anything on this one. You already know how this is going to go. I knew how this was going to go. But we had to do it just for testing's sake. Start hitting everybody. Colleen's focusing on T'Challa. Now we're down 2. Still haven't moved yet. Another hit. There goes Yondu. There goes Bruiser. Oh, look at that. We got a single hit in with Ravagers. Yeah, so like I said, not going to be taking out your meta teams anytime soon. But anything that's below your top tier teams, anything below Weapon X, Heroes for Hire, Infinity Watch, you shouldn't have a problem on this. And actually, I haven't really tried Infinity Watch, but I don't think you're going to win because there's just a lot of damage and the flipping and everything. I don't think you're going to beat Infinity Watch, but we'll have to do some testing on that at some point. See if I can get someone to throw that on defense. But yeah, here you guys go. Ravagers are a pretty nasty team. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys like what you saw here with Ravagers, I'm now all small and everything. But let me know what you guys think of this. If you guys enjoy this, if you guys enjoyed this, you like what you saw with Ravagers. As always, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.